your show, Sundays, 3 to 6, 96.9 FM Talk. 2 shows have been added into the National Archives.
Yeah.
That's very impressive, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's a wonderful honor.
Now, let's talk about basketball, shall we?
You got it.
Why blame anything on the referees? That game did not come down to referees' decisions. It came down to execution like every basketball game did.
True. Typical for today. Even Doc, I love Doc to death, but Doc has to understand the game really shouldn't have gone into overtime. If the Celtics make their foul shots, this is academic. So you can't start looking for blame there. When it comes down to the last shot, referees are very reluctant to put someone on the free throw line. Now, is there contact there? Yes. Did anybody watch the play completely? I wish we could run that play back. Big Baby said an illegal screen. Hey, that's an illegal screen. If you want to call offense, you can call offense, and everybody would have been screaming about that. All I look at is the fact that this is a team that the Celtics blitzed in that last game. They came in here knowing that, look, if we think that we are at that next level or we can take that next step, we have to win this game. Now, forget the fact that they had played the night before. In Toronto, back-to-back nights. I did not expect Kobe to continue on the pace that he was on when you're playing back-to-back nights, from 61 to 36 to 26 last night.
And a bad shooting night.
And a terrible shooting night for him. But then again, Kobe's a lot like Michael Jordan. They are such gifted players that they think that they can do things that sometimes they just shouldn't do. They extend that incredible talent too far. Kobe takes shots sometimes that drives his coaches crazy, I'm sure, that drives his fans crazy, drives me crazy to watch him play because he's such a quintessential player. He can get any shot that he wants. Why take a rush shot with 16 seconds to go on the shot clock when you could run that thing all the way down to 8, 9? If you could take the same shot at 2 that you took at 16, and sometimes he gets beyond himself. But that does not mean he's not a great player. But the rivalry itself, everybody's trying to make this big deal about the rivalry. If you had a chance to see Bird and Magic, this doesn't compare. No. I mean, it's no disrespect to the current players.
Although last night there was some pretty good action, but it was more talking and in your face.
It is not McHale clotheslining Rambis.
No, it's not.
Which set the tone for how flagrant fouls are called today. It's not at that level. You would have to play each other in 2 or 3 finals in 3 years like they did to get that true animosity there. But it was Bird and Magic, and they played better. They make better plays. Neither one of these teams make great plays to me.
Not on as consistent a basis as those teams did, Jimmy, but they still make great plays.
No. It's hard for me to watch, Jimmy. If you ask me my question, listen,
I know, that's hard.
I'm a person who's been watching basketball since Russell's teams in the 60s.
Me
great
too.
Great fast break teams. Not that really great in the half-court offense. Cousy ran the show. Then you could skip past the 70s, but if I looked at the 70s, the New York Knicks ran the best half-court offense with a great defense at the other end, and they had 5 premier jump shooters: DeBusschere, Bradley, Reed, Barnett, and Walt Frazier, and Earl Monroe later, who could all hit jump shots, and their offense was so incredibly fluid. One of the greatest half-court teams in the history of this game. I look at the 77 Portland Trailblazers, one of the best teams I've ever watched play fast break or half-court. But you have very few teams that do that. Magic Johnson's Lakers were a better fast-breaking team than they were in the half-court set, while Bird's teams were better half-court teams than they were running teams. As I look at this team, remember, people keep forgetting it's a hodgepodge because these guys have only been together 1 year. They were fortunate that everything fell right last year. Now everybody's gunning for them. Let's find out what they're made of now.
Well, that's it. And now it comes down to a tiebreaker. Lakers win that tiebreaker if they have the exact same record.
I don't think it's going to come to that.
I don't think it will either. Do you think the Celtics will still end up with a better record just based on the competition?
I think the Celtics are the better team because they're better defensively.
Right.
Not because they're better offensively. If Rondo pushes the ball at the Lakers on a consistent basis, they will cause the Lakers lots of problems. Now, whether they have Bynum or not. But you cannot deny that the Lakers must feel a shot of great confidence that we won this game without Bynum. We played the finals without him. We had him for 1 game at the beginning of the season, and now we can beat them without him. Pau Gasol, people need, hey, you better get on point. He stepped up large. He stepped up huge. And Trevor Ariza is a very key player in here because he wasn't there last year.
But,
and he's an excellent
but you know the knock against Gasol and Ariza, they're European players. They're a little soft. Anytime that Kevin Garnett gets in their face, they're going to just back down.
They didn't play soft last night.
No, they did not.
They did not play
and that's
soft
to their credit. And they had more to win last night than the Celtics did, I think, going into that game. This was set up perfectly for the NBA, for the Lakers to win this
David
game.
Stern is sitting there counting the shekels.
Loving this.
He's happy. He's counting the shekels today. He said it was wonderful.
And do you expect these two teams to meet in the finals?
I don't know.
I know you're not a big predictor, guys.
I
know
never
that.
make predictions.
Are they the
because I don't
two
know
best
what's going
teams
to
in the
happen.
league? Let me rephrase that. Are they the two best teams in the league?
Right now?
Yeah.
They're probably there.
Okay.
With a nod, because I'm still going to give a nod to San Antonio on the outside because they know how to play.
Okay.
They know how to play.
And we have to mention this other guy that plays for Cleveland. They call him the
Cleveland's
King.
there too.
LeBron James
Cleveland's there too.
has played great basketball this year. And you and I disagree on this. I know you're a Kobe guy. You think Kobe Bryant?
I'm not a Kobe guy.
You think he's the best player in the league?
No.
Tell me, who do you think is the best?
I know he's the best player. Yeah, I don't think stuff. If you watch enough basketball, listen to me. Even the players in the league and even LeBron knows, if this comes down to the end, he is the best closer in the game. You got to be able to close the show at the end. LeBron is stepping up to another level.
That's right.
But he's not at Kobe's level. Here,
He will be?
Will
he be?
I don't know. Time will tell.
He's getting better.
Let me give you the classic example. Let's just turn the clock back a couple of months ago when our redemption team was out there on the floor. Now
under
think
30
about this,
seconds,
ladies
so
and
make it
gentlemen.
quick.
Think about this.
Yep.
When it came down the stretch and the gold medal was hanging in the balance,
Who got the ball?
LeBron and everybody else had to step to the side.
All
Kobe's
right.
the best player in the game right now.
But you know what? Good argument. That's why he's Jimmy Myers and I'm Jimmy Young. I like LeBron James.
You can like him. I like him too.
I think he's just got a far better game all around, but that's my opinion, and you have yours, and I respect that.
Thank you.
Sundays, 3 to 6, 96.9 FM Talk. Always a pleasure.
Always.
And